post-game press conference for the first round of the 2025 NCAA Division III football championship hosted at Framingham State. Today, LaGrange College defeated Framingham State by a score of 24-21. Coach Dotson is here, as well as quarterback number 2, Henry Broadnax. Coach, your opening thoughts on the statement, or opening statement on the game.
I'm just, excited for our guys. Proud of the way they were able to handle, the adversity, the circumstances of this game, and be able to overcome, the weather and the field conditions, and just be able to, battle it out and be a gritty group that they are, and be able to get the job done. I mean, we didn't play our best football, but we when you're not playing your best, you got to find ways to win, and we were able to do that.
Coach, let's go through kind of that first half especially. They kind of were punching back early and often in this game, and it seemed like you were having trouble literally and figuratively getting your footing underneath you at times in this game. Take me through that game flow in the first half and what you were telling the guys, even though, basically you had the 10-7, I think, halftime lead it was. But I don't think you were very thrilled with kind of that situation. What'd you tell them at halftime?
Right. I mean, we're a team that, relies on our speed, and we're a fast and physical team. And when you can't get your feet under you and be able to move, the fast part kind of goes away, and you just got to be physical. So it took us a while just to get kind of our guys to understand how that field's a little bit different than what they're used to, and just be able to have that physical mentality instead of just let's be fast and beat people with our speed. We had to, kind of buckle down and be able to do that.
Henry, it looked like you were throwing toward routes that just didn't get to the spot player-wise where you expected them to be. What were you doing to make adjustments, especially in the second half, as that was beginning to develop, to make sure you got a couple more completions in this game?
Yeah, the first half, making throws long, a little outside, and I think the main thing was talking to the receivers. They just couldn't get that initial step that we usually get. Coach talking about our speed and we're just beating guys off the line, but not being able to take that initial step. I was, throwing the ball a little long. But second half, kind of talked about hitting some more back shoulder throws, me holding the ball a little bit longer before letting it go, and that definitely worked. We had some bigger plays in the second half.
Coach Chet Smith was ejected for the remainder of the first half. You got him back at halftime, essentially, after a review said that there was not sufficient evidence to confirm targeting, and he actually has an impact in that second half on a sack, among other things, in that second half. Were you surprised to get him back in that situation, and how valuable was it to get him back for this game?
Yeah, I mean, he's a really good football player for us. He's first team all conference linebacker, and I didn't have any idea how it was going to go. We were just planning on him not being able to finish the game. So when we hear the news that he's able to play again, come back in that second half, it hopefully gave our guys a little boost. But I know it kind of made us a little more excited that because he's such a good player and is the anchor on our defense. Him and Des Jones, our other linebacker. I mean, those guys are the anchor that kind of keep us rolling. So. It was big to have that happen for us.
Henry, this is kind of new for you guys, this stage. Has it taken you back at all to see the amount of national coverage you guys have been getting along this road you've been taking? And did it maybe at times, even in this game, get a little bit, deer in the headlights kind of moment because of the newness of it all, and that you guys finally were able to kind of shake off that feeling and get to the victory in this game?
Yeah, I don't think it was the stage, more like Coach said, the conditions and the environment that we were put in. A lot of these guys, this was their first time flying, first time, leaving the state even. So it's just little things like that we had to overcome that weren't really a part of the game. It's just a part of the conditions and a part of overcoming what we had to do to win the game. But the national attention has been great. It's been something this program's never had. This is our first ever NCAA playoff win, and it's great to finally see all the work we put in being recognized on the national stage. But I don't think the moment was too big for us in the first half. I don't think the game was too big for us in the sense that we were scared or anything. I just think it took us just a little bit longer to understand the environment we were playing in and to adjust to the conditions. But in the end, we got it done. So.
Coach, a chance to avenge next week. Basically, you pour into the berry piece of the pie here. And you know, some people like the rematch idea, some people don't like the rematch idea early in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You're feeling what Texas and the West Coast kind of feel all the time right now because this is how it plays out. Take me through whether you're energized by the idea of a possible rematch here, or now what will be a rematch, but a chance to avenge it, and you know, your just general thoughts about how this is going to play out now.
Well, I mean, it makes sense for the NCAA to have that matchup being such a close game, you know, with that being that possibility. I think our guys will be excited, just, you know, the opportunity to I mean, we get to be together on Thanksgiving, have Thanksgiving dinner together. I mean, that's always the goal in Division III football, that you get to, hey, we get to spend Thanksgiving together, and we're just excited for that, have that opportunity. You know, it's great to just have to go down the road and play Barry, you know. I'm sure our guys will be up for it, but I mean, they are a very good football team, very seasoned football team. They got, 34 seniors. I know they had, when we played them, you know, week 2, they had 26 seniors on the 2 deep, offensively and defensively. So they got a lot of experience. So we're going to have our hands full there and just have to be able to, you know, hopefully we can lock in and be better this week and take this week how we handled our business all year long and just trying to get better each day. So.
We talked to Coach Kelly about the idea of his team being ahead of schedule. He did a full rebuild here, and you saw the results, basically. Very good game and a very good team. Do you feel that your team, who really didn't have that attention because maybe they just weren't, you know, getting quite that trajectory yet, do you feel that they're ahead of your own schedule right now? Or how does this team fulfill what your own vision for the team would be when you were trying to get things built up here?
I would say when I got there in February 23, you know, we knew we were going to have, I mean, it was going to be a long hill to climb, right? And I told those guys that our first team meeting, I don't know if we will win a single game this year. Like, I told the seniors that they were coming back, because you never know. You're coming back. We had 40 guys on the roster when I got there. So it's been a huge hill to climb. But we knew, being in Georgia and the type of people we could recruit, that we would have a chance to be able to compete. It's just, can you keep them there long enough to build them up? And we've done a good job of retaining guys and be able to keep them in the off season and build them and get them through that. So I guess that's kind of a long way to get to your question. Did I think we'd be at this point on year 3? I knew we could have a chance to be there. Did I know for sure we would be? No.
Last one for me, Henry. How great was it to see, maybe not a full house, obviously, on your side of the field, but in the stands, number of people that did make their travel all the way from Georgia up to here? And what do you have to say to those folks that might see this?
It's awesome. I mean, everybody, you know, spending their hard-earned money to come watch us play football is really the biggest thing that we're grateful for. My whole family came, my girlfriend's family came, and I'm very grateful for them. And there's been kind of a group that's kind of formed with our parents. Like, they're invested as much as we are, and I mean, we see it from the tailgating at our home games to now traveling. I mean, they come with us to Texas, Virginia, North Carolina. They're with us everywhere, and we definitely feed off of their energy, even if it's 40 of them. And that's a lot for us, you know, especially traveling up to Massachusetts from Georgia. That's a big crowd for us. And we definitely, as a team, we definitely understand that we're very blessed for them to travel. There could have been nobody in those stands today. And, you know, they make their noise. But it's awesome that they travel. And the more that we win and the more that we show even the school and the city of LaGrange that we're going to win football games, even our home games have more attendance now. We're seeing people that are not affiliated with the college coming to games, and it's just that group that was here today, they started that, so we're very grateful for that.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Safe travels and best of luck next week.
Thank you.